What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rose with my post-fight thoughts for Shawn Porter versus Andre Berto. I gotta be honest, okay? Even though I was very entertained by this fight, even though it was action-packed, like many of us expected, this was also one of the ugliest, most roughest fights to watch, man. I mean, Shawn Porter got away with so many damn headbutts in this fight. At some point, you gotta start looking at this shit as him doing this shit intentionally, man. I mean, you're a professional fighter. You gotta know that if you jump in head first like that, and then once you get on the inside, you're swinging your head around. You got to know that you're going to headbutt your opponent, man. And both cuts that he got over his eyes and the cut that he put over Berto's eye, including the lump on his forehead, was all Porter's fault, man. He caused every damn headbutt, man. There was like 5 or 6 headbutts in this fight, including the last one in the last round that sent Berto flying into the ropes that he never had an opportunity to recover from because the referee didn't see it. But if you saw the replay, you saw that was a headbutt that sent him flying into the ropes. He should have had some time to recover from that. Because I think that this is a fight that Berto could have finished on his feet if it wasn't for that headbutt. Now, I'm not making excuses for him. I still think that he was going to lose this fight because it's just a bad style matchup for Andre Berto. He loses to guys who constantly pressure him. If you look at all his losses, out of the 4 losses that he has, well, he has 5 now, but out of the 4 that he had coming into this fight, everybody that he fought outside of Mayweather pressured him, put constant pressure on him, and he got pummeled. So I'm sure we all had a pretty good idea that that was going to happen to him in this fight. So he was going to lose the fight regardless, but still, man, that doesn't mean that Shawn Porter should get away with so many damn headbutts, man. The guy is so sloppy. He throws so many fouls. Even when he fought Keith Thurman, okay, Keith Thurman put up a photo of his back, and that shit was all bruised up. Now, people said that was excuse making, but I mean, he was just pointing out, like, this dude does throw a lot of illegal punches, man. He even threw an elbow in this fight against Berto. Now, I don't know if he did any of this shit on purpose, man, but at some point, man, it's like I say, if you're a professional fighter, you have to know that when you leap in head first and then you're swinging your head around while you're trying to work on the inside, that these things are going to happen. So it was what it was. Like I say, I was entertained, but it was just a fucking ugly fight, man. A ugly, shitty fight. I mean, I'm just being real. I'm giving you my real honest opinion of this shit, man. It was a shit-looking fight, man. The first 3 rounds of this fight, they were both looking very stiff up top. They looked like a couple of Rock'em Sock'em robots, man. Berto didn't do what he needed to do. He would throw a jab and then he would duck down immediately instead of following up his jab with a right hand, throwing straight punches down the middle because you got a guy who's jumping in head first. I thought maybe that's what he might try to do, but he never did that, man. He never tried to lead with the right hand. He had a very, very lazy jab. It didn't seem like he wanted his jab to really do anything. I mean, it's just terrible, man. And for some reason, he's never learned to pivot himself away from the ropes. Like when you get on the ropes, man, circle yourself out of that shit, man. Grab fucking Porter and switch his ass to the fucking ropes. Like, why are you just laying there, man? Once he started laying there in the 8th round, I knew it was over, man. I knew that it was a matter of time where this fight was going to be over. But anyway, man, I don't want to be negative about this shit. I just want to give you my honest opinion, okay? So I did still enjoy the fight. It was action-packed. Like I said, I was entertained. But I just want to see Shawn Porter clean it up a little bit, man. I'm not telling him to get rid of his style completely, but he has one of the ugliest, shittiest styles I have ever seen, man. That's just my honest opinion. I still like him, but, I don't want him to abandon his style, but I just want to see him sharpen it up a little bit, man. Throw some straight punches, for Christ's sake. But congratulations to him for the win. Keith Thurman came in during the post-fight interview for no reason. Every time Keith Thurman opened his mouth tonight, he annoyed me. He's changed a lot. He's not the same guy that he was in the beginning. He can't seem to answer a straight question about who he wants to fight next. He keeps saying that he'll fight anybody, but he has a mandatory right in front of him. And he's talking about, we'll just see what happens. I'm exploring my options and shit like that. Why the fuck are you in the ring then? Why are you in the ring after the fight then? If that's not what you're trying to do. I hope that Shawn Porter gets that fight next because he earned it. He deserves it. He damn near won the fight with Keith Thurman. Some people felt like he did win the fight. I didn't. I thought that he lost. But it was close enough to see a rematch, and I wanted to see it happen right away. I felt like it was stupid for them to waste time because a lot can happen if you don't go ahead and put that together right away. So hopefully that's the fight that happens next. It looks like Keith Thurman, he only wants to fight twice this year. He fought early this year, and he's talking about November for whatever reason. I don't know why these fighters are trying to fight twice a year when they can fight 3 times a year. This shit is annoying, man. You know, he's on some other shit now, Keith Thurman. But hopefully that's the fight that happens next. That's what I want to see next. You guys leave me your comments. Let me know what you thought of the fight tonight. I'm out. Deuce.